A church shooting. I thought that this was pretty tragic, but I also thought that it was a really great thing of what happened and how they reacted to it. So check it out.
But that doesn't mean that we didn't have
terrifying moments as shots ring out at a church in Wayne, Michigan. Captured on a live stream, families seen running for safety after police say a 31-year-old man started shooting outside.
Please, everybody come to the back. Come on.
Desperate parents grabbing their frightened children.
Come on.
Parishioners ducking as they try to escape.
Some male's getting guns out of his car and going into the church.
It happened after 11 a.m. at the Cross Point Community Church just outside of Detroit.
The suspect exited his vehicle wearing a tactical vest, armed with a long gun and a handgun. He approached the church building and began firing his weapon.
According to authorities, a parishioner at the church hit the gunman with his vehicle. At least 2 staff members shot and killed the suspect outside of the building.
His motivations are unknown, but at this point it appears he was suffering from a mental health crisis.
I started hearing
We got to stop making excuses for these people that's trying to do some of the worst tragedies and trying to go viral as a result of it. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. Oh, no, it appears that they were suffering from mental health. Nonsense. Lies. Lies. No, they weren't suffering from mental health. You don't get to the age that you get to individually by yourself and then get to use the excuse of mental health. You don't get to be an adult and then say, I got mental health problems. Nope, I'm not going for it. You can't say that you have mental health problems when you were able to put together a plan to go and execute people at a church. You don't get to say you have mental health problems. I'm so tired of everybody making an excuse that you got mental health problems. I got ADHD. No, you don't. You just stupid and you don't know how to pay attention in class and you want to do what you want to do. So you keep on making excuses. I'm bipolar. I got split personality disorder. Sometimes I could be high, sometimes I could be low. No, you just jerk off too much. And you need to start focusing because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. Y'all are good, sound, able-bodied adults. Keep trying to get Social Security early. And so you keep trying to get off of work early also. And you keep acting like you got something wrong with you. I got a mental health disorder. No, you just lazy, nigga. You just lazy. You don't have a mental health disorder. You lazy, you angry, you got rejected by a couple girls because you only went up to 2 or 3 in your life. You were in the friend zone of a woman that you was trying to talk to. She wasn't interested in you. She rejected you, and now you want to go and take it out on the world and shoot up a church in Wayne, Michigan. That's what's really going on here. That's what's really going on. Everybody is finessing. Oh my God, I can't help it. My mental health at work. You ain't even been through nothing. You ain't even did nothing. You got rejected and now you want to shoot everybody up. You angry at yourself. You picked the wrong degree. You picked the wrong field. You ran in the Victim Olympics. You got mad at your boss because he told you the truth. No, you a lazy mother effer. My father never talked to me like that. That's because you ain't have a father in your life. Man up, little homie. Now you want to go and get mad at him and throw hands or shoot up everybody in the office. You a coward. You're a coward. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with your mental health. Every facts. It's Asada. Poor decision making. I'm so tired of this life. I hate capitalism. Oh, nah. You was enthusiastic when you was growing up. You felt really good about your life until you went to college, busted down for a real one, got HSV 1 and 2, you know. I don't like it. It's something in our food. No, you just, I looked at a video. I got a review video coming out today. And the woman says it's society's fault. It's class and mental health that made her fat. Class and mental health. Now, people that wind up making a transition are being great. They always are honest with themselves, regardless of what state they in. You know what? It was my fault. I messed over a good girl. I fucked her over. It was my fault. It was nothing. You know what? I should have did better. That's why we see so many women in duress right now, because I never, ever, ever, under any circumstance, see any woman say, you know what? It was my fault. I messed up. I picked the demon that had French tipped dreads, that was out here selling drugs, knew he was going to jail, and that's the dude that I decided to have a baby by. I should have did better. You know what? I just didn't like nerds. There was something about that bad boy. And so, you know what? I was just like, skip it. I'm going to just be a hoe for a little while. You never hear that. Oh, my marriage failed because, you know what? I was busting it down for a real one on the I Choose You 2 tour, and I couldn't detach myself from that guy. And then eventually, I didn't want to have sex with my husband anymore. And so it led to deeper problems and issues. And even though he didn't change anything, I changed. And so I evolved. But instead, I'm going to call him a narcissist for not being there for my mental health and not being present, because the only reason that I stepped out is because I just didn't know anymore. You weren't there for me. They don't say that part. They just say, you know what? I'm just tired. I feel like I'm alone in my marriage. And, what's the point of being married if you feel like you're single? I feel like I'm a single mom, even though I'm married and I got a husband and he goes to work every day and he does the best that he can. But, I feel like I'm so alone because I'm just here. I don't know what to do. Nah, bitch, you spoiled. You spoiled. You don't know what the streets is really like, but we gonna show you. We gonna show you. We gonna give you the best punishment for you is for you to come on out here in these streets and let us show you what it's like. You think you suffering? Oh my God, I'm in a marriage where I feel like I'm by myself because he works so much. He works 16 hours a day. This nigga over here killing himself. He dying every single day, inhaling smoke. He taking a risk on his life, a lineman, trying to get the electricity back up for the whole community, doing everything he's supposed to do. Then you sitting there too, my mental health. Yo, fat ass. Keep on laying up every day, always late to get the kids to school, can't do what you're supposed to do, always getting Pop-Tarts and fruit snacks because you don't want to cook, and you keep talking about your mental health. But that's all right. It's a real one that's going to come over your house when you win your house and divorce, and we're going to eat all of the kids' fruit snacks. We're going to eat all of the Pop-Tarts, and we eating all of the Gushers. We're going to get all of the Gushers. Because you don't want to cook. Don't know how to make an egg. Everything that you do is pre-cooked. Keep on buying chicken strips. Because you don't know how to season and bake chicken. You don't even know how to clean things. You don't even clean your fruit. You just eat it. Just big and lazy and meaningless. And you think that you're going to have somebody that comes along and sees the value in you that your husband that you didn't like. People keep on lying on their mental health. He had mental health issues. That's why he decided to go and buy a vest, buy a gun, go and get a car, armor himself, and then go and shoot up a church with a lot of kids in it. It's all mental health. Oh, that's a demon. That's a lazy, failed in life demon. I wonder what he was like back in high school. Let's go and talk to his classmates. I don't need to talk to his classmates. I know exactly what he was. He an incel. Incel. But thank God you had people. Finally, we get to a situation where it's not a tragic situation in which it's a church shooting or a mass shooting and they just they just shoot up everybody. Nope. One person, that's because they over here in Michigan, right outside of Detroit. One person, hey man, he got a gun. Hit him. Back up. Put it in reverse. Then the other person, we got a pistol. They over there, they working as a team over at that church. Get them a round of applause. That church was working as, hey, all of the mothers and the ladies, y'all go get in the back. Get the kids up out of here. We was just doing a church play. We was trying to praise God, but now we got an active shooter outside. He decided to identify our church. Homie was over there in the car. Somebody was like, blessings. That's called a blessing. Look at God blessing his church to take out the active shooter.
Wearing a tactical vest, armed with a long gun and a handgun. He approached the church building and began firing his weapon.
According to authorities, a parishioner at the church hit the gunman with his vehicle. At least 2 staff members shot and killed the suspect outside of the building.
We don't want to sit. We not going to sit here. Ain't going to be no trials. We done with that. No trials, no arrests, no 3 hots in a cot, no trying to figure out how we going to prosecute them, no processing of evidence, no none of that. Straight up running people over and putting you on your back. Running people over and putting them on their back. What you mean you came in and shoot a church up? You came and do what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Got a Suburban that you got to climb up from under the tire, and you got to get these shells out of your arm and out of your neck real quick. We ain't gonna sit there and talk about it. Mental health problems. Yeah, take that up with Jesus. Go talk to Peter about that. Go talk to Peter about that. See if he let you into prison with your mental health. And he wasn't playing. Shout out to the congregation.
Motivations are unknown, but at this point, it appears he was suffering from a mental health
Facts.
crisis.
Elevate to the unknown.
I started hearing pop, 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 pop.
Wendy Bowden says she hid in a bathroom.
We were just praying and we didn't know what was going on, but we knew it was bad. And hearing all the gunshots.
Moments before the gunfire, children seen
kids.
walking.
Look at all of them little kids. Imagine one of them sweet souls, and they're there to praise God. Somebody painted that eagle over there. They did a mural. They did all of this setup. It's a small, quaint church, and they trying to have service, and they keeping the kids entertained and out of the street, and they all dressed alike, like Mormons and nuns. And somebody gonna come in there and try to take out the most innocent. Notice, you know how I know it's not mental health? Because gunmen never go into places that have real ones in there. They don't never crash an army base. They don't go into the hood. How come the gunmen never go strap up, get a vest on, and then they walk over into the hood, into the red zone over on 7 Mile? How come they don't go over to Little Haiti? How come they not in the Bronx? Said, you know what, I'm pissed off. They always pick children and women in a church where it's expected that nobody have a pistol until he met the right one today. That's how you know it's not mental health. Because they don't go and take out serial killers. They don't go and hunt for them like Batman. They don't go out and try to figure out where people is pushing people off the rails in Chicago. They don't go and do none of that. They always, every time, go on a Sunday, pick the most vulnerable amongst us, and try to let it go in order to try to get it. Oh my God, it's demons. Now we're going to put them demons right on back in you and send them right to hell where they came from. Mental health, but you always targeting the most vulnerable. Okay.
Down the center aisle as fear erupted across the church.
Yeah, they don't go to the police station. You know what I'm saying? They don't go to the police station. They always want to sneak up on people.
Tonight, the FBI assisting on scene. As the investigation continues, this congregation grateful.
I just want to hug my mom and take her home, make sure that she's safe.
Adrienne Broadus, NBC News.
Congratulations to that church. I'm not even sad. I'm incredibly happy. Congratulations. They should put him on a poster board. They should put his high school picture, frame it, and put it on the front of the church and let it be a warning to all. Come in here if you want to. It's going to be some flower bringing and slow singing every time you come in here claiming mental health, because we casting out demons in the form of hot lead in here. Keep on talking about how you got mental health problems. I've seen mental health problems. Oh, you know what get mental health done? A strap. Every time some little kid came in and acted like they was stupid over my house when we was young growing up, my parents was like, you know what, get a belt. Go get the belt. We're going to drive these demons far away from thee. All of a sudden, I don't have no more devils in me. The devil is gone. The devil be gone. Couple different hits to the back. First couple hits, they're going to try to hold on. They're going to maintain frame. They're going to try to act like, no, you know what? I still got the devil in me. This is a real thing. It's a real thing. Second hits, Third hit, you broke him. Devil is gone. All of a sudden, he can study. He's astute. He knows how to do his ABCs. He can sing good. First, he was tough. Nah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Give a couple licks to that back. Give him some strong structure. Drive that devil far from away from thee. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. That now they know how to do it. T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Now you know your ABCs, huh? Next time, won't you sing with me? And they start putting a little extra on. Sing with me. Now you know your ABC. That's why y'all can't read, because y'all ain't got enough whoopings when you was growing up.